What's good, beautiful people? This is your boy, Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Y'all do realize the like button is currency on YouTube. The like button is magic on YouTube. The like button is life on YouTube. The more you guys hit that like button, the bigger this show will get. And at the end of the day, the bigger the show gets, the more spicy the live chat gets. And I think that's what we all want, right? We really want you guys to be talking crazy in the live chat. We want all kinds of fans in the live chat. Look, I know I'm an Eagles fan. Isn't it obvious? But y'all got to realize the more y'all hit that like button, the more y'all support the channel, the more successful the show will be, the more illustrious the guests will be, the more spicy the chat will be. And I know y'all like to talk y'all trash. I know y'all like to get busy. I know y'all like to go back and forth, especially with the Cowboys fans, man. Y'all know they be finding they find their way in the live chat. They find their way to weasel in. But it's all good though. This is a safe space. This is a safe space for football fans, sports fans. It don't matter what team you root for. It don't matter your race, color, or creed, or sexual orientation, or what you believe in. Your affiliate, it don't matter. None of that. It don't matter. None of that stuff matters here. What matters is your love for the game. What matters is your love to discuss the nuances of football, the nuances of basketball. We're here to talk about it all, you guys. And we're gonna mix in some things about life. We're gonna mix in some things about culture. We're gonna mix in some things about just energy exchanges and just creating and motivation and inspiration. That's who I am. That's what I believe in. You know what I'm saying? I believe in motivating the next man or the next woman or the next they. I believe in that. I don't care who you are. I believe all of us, we got something to bring to the table. We got some, we have something to provide to this world. You know what I mean? I think it's important that everybody begins to understand their power. People begin to understand, their value to society, to their families. You get what I'm saying? Never underestimate your value. Never look down on yourself. Never think less than yourself. There's too many people out here that really could care less. You see, early on in this content creation process, I used to always be so concerned about what people thought of me. Even when I was younger, growing up, I cared a lot about what people thought about me. And I never really understood why until I got a little older and I began to realize, damn, am I unhappy with myself? Am I unhappy with who I am? Am I unhappy with the person I've forged? Am I unhappy with the identity that I've carved out in society? I told myself, if I'm going to be happier, I need to be happy with myself. If I'm going to be happy with myself, I have to create the life that I want to live. I have to create the relationships that I want to have. I have to remove the energy and the negativity that I don't want in my life. And I'm not here to preach. I'm just telling y'all from my experiences. At the end of the day, I want y'all to do what y'all want to do. Live your lives as free as y'all possibly can. All I want to do is just give you guys my journey, my experiences, and if you guys can apply it, that's even better. If it don't apply, hey, let it fly. But just know I mean well. Just know I want the best for y'all. I really do. This not just conjecture. This not just for the cameras, or this not just for likes or clicks or none of that. It's not even that deep for me. I just want to share my energy. I just want to share, what I believe in. I believe in camaraderie. I believe in collaboration. I believe in the exchange of energies. You know what I'm saying? I believe in all that. I believe in motivating the next man, the next woman. I believe in that. You may not agree with everything your neighbors say politically. You may not agree with everything your neighbors say religiously. You may not you may not agree with everything your neighbor believe in, but that's okay. What's important is that you respect that man, you respect that woman, you respect that person. You respect them more than anything. You ain't gotta like how they move and like what they do, but you respect them first as a person, as a human being, as somebody with feelings and emotions, as somebody that eat, breathe, and shit just like you. You dig what I'm saying? That's the type of energy we need to put out there. It's so much death, so much negativity, so much violence, so much hate, so much ill will being spewed out in the airwaves. You're not going to get that from me. I'm not here for the controversy. I'm not here for the clicks. I'm not here just to rile y'all up. That's not who I am. I've never been that person. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna talk my sports. I'm gonna talk my trash in the midst of the sports. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all motivation. I'm gonna give y'all inspiration. I'm gonna give y'all my testimony. I'm gonna give y'all my raw energy, my passion. And that's just who I am. I believe in y'all. I believe in y'all. If you needed to hear that today, I'm telling you right now, I believe in you. If you're not feeling up to par today, just know I see you. And you are worth something. You do have value. You do. Stop doubting it. You're probably doubting it right now. You're probably questioning yourself right now. You probably had a plan or an idea that you wanted to launch, but you're scared. You're scared because you're afraid of what your neighbor might think, or what your family might think, what your parents might think. You can't live for other people. You can't live through other people. You got to do what's best for you. You got to do what's best for your tribe. You dig what I'm saying? You got to do what's best for you. You got to love yourself more than anybody else on this planet. You love your higher power, and you love yourself. And if you start there, everything else will start to come into play. We got 11 people in the chat. I hope y'all feel me on that. Hit that like button if you believe in what I'm saying. If you don't, hey, hit the like button anyway. Because at some point, you're going to start to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Trust yourself. How often do you hear trust yourself? Trust yourself. Love the skin you in. Love the life you lead. And if you're not satisfied with the life you've built, hey, listen. Sometimes in order to rebuild, you have to destroy. If you want the life you desire, sometimes you got to dismantle what you've built so you can reconstruct what you want, what you need. Sometimes things get worse before they get better. Those hard times don't last. You know, what this pandemic taught me, this pandemic taught me that it don't matter how high you were, how high you see yourself, no matter what your status was in life, it can all be taken away from you. It can all be taken away. I move every day like it can all be taken away from me. I love on my family every day because I fear that it could be taken away from me. Fear is a hell of a motivator, but you don't want fear to be paralyzing to you. Fear should motivate you. Fear is a survival skill, a survival tactic. You cannot survive without a healthy dose of fear. But you use that fear. You use that fear to motivate yourself. You use that fear to put that battery in your back. You use that fear to say, you know what? I don't want to go back to the way I used to be. I don't want to go back to the way I used to live. I like what I've built. I like the relationships I have. I like waking up where I wake up. I love eating the way I eat. Love yourself. We should all be pushing to love ourselves. We should all be pushing to be the best version of ourselves. We should all be pushing to be as healthy as we possibly can. You know what I'm saying? Fear is healthy, but don't fear failure. Fear your higher power, but don't fear failure. Welcome it. Failure just means you're trying. Failing means you're trying. Remember, failing means you're trying. You fail more than you win. You fail more than you succeed. You fall more than you conquer. It starts with one day. It starts with 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second each day. You conquer. You conquer and you win. No matter what you're trying to do in your life, business-wise, health-wise, relationship-wise, you make sure you put your best foot forward. You make sure that you're giving it your all and you don't shortchange it. So you can look in the mirror and say, you know what? Damn, I gave it my best shot. Give it your best shot. And then give it an even better shot. You dig what I'm saying? Like this sports stuff is more than just sports to me, because sports are the great equalizer. Sports make you forget who you were or who you were not. Sports help you understand that balance is everything. Sports bring out the passion in me. Sports brings out the desire, the grind, the grit in me, the warrior, the gladiator mentality. It brings it out of me. I love athletes. I love sports. I love football. Because when you see these guys grinding every single day, putting in that work, it makes you think, damn, what the hell am I doing? I get motivated by simple stuff, y'all. I get motivated by watching John Wick. Listen, y'all, I'm not trying to stand on the pulpit, and that's not what I'm doing. But I get motivated by watching military movies. I get motivated by watching John Wick. I get motivated by seeing brotherhood, sisterhood. I get motivated by other people's motivation. I get motivated by other people's passion. When I see how far someone is willing to go to get what they want, that motivates me. What motivates you? We're not the same. What motivates you? Find what moves you. Find what motivates you. Find what puts the battery in your back. What do you run off of? Learn self. Keep pushing forward and do not give up on yourself. Spread love unconditionally. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on your neighbor. Spread love unconditionally. Too much death going on around us. It's babies dying, kids dying, parents dying, parents burying their babies. Spread love unconditionally. Spread it. It don't take nothing. It don't cost you nothing. All the little things that divide us, money, hate, race, religion, all that stuff that divides us, nix it. Nix it. You know what I'm saying? Too often we focus on the stuff that divides us. You dig what I'm saying? Too often we focus on the stuff that, too much we focus on differences. Too much we focus on what someone else has and what we don't have, or what we have and what the other person doesn't have. All that division, all that hate, all that malice, it don't live here. It don't live here. You surround yourself with the right energy. You surround yourself with people that want to see you win. And people that don't, that's okay. You smile and wave, boys. You smile and wave, ladies. You say, look, you know what? I got nothing but love for you, kid. You keep doing you, I'm going to keep doing me. That's all. Everybody not meant for you. Everybody doesn't deserve to be in your presence. Don't worry, y'all. We're going to get into the sports. I promise y'all. We're going to get into sports. But everybody, remember, you heard it here first. Everybody doesn't deserve to be in your presence. There's some people who just want to take. There's some people who just want to see you lose, want to see you fail, want to see you crawling. Nah. Everyone doesn't deserve to be in your presence. You have to be mindful of those people who want to see you lose. You got to be mindful of those people that want to see you in your worst possible position. And sometimes it be the people closest to you. That's the scariest part. It be the people you thought had your back the whole time. Little do you know, they've been undercutting you. Trust yourself. Love yourself. Love others. And you will be okay. If you have self-doubt today, that's okay. But tomorrow, be better. Be stronger. Be wiser. You feel what I'm saying? Don't let the downs make you miss out on your ups. Don't make your losses, or don't allow your losses to make you forget what it means to win. I love y'all. I really do. If nobody told you, I love you. I love you. You feel me? I mean that. I love you. Now let's get into these sports. I got a question for y'all. TJ Edwards or Nakobe Dean? TJ Edwards or Nakobe Dean? Who do you want to be your starting middle linebacker? Now, let's put things in perspective. TJ Edwards knows this defense. TJ Edwards has grinded and he's instinctual. He plays fast. He may not be the best in coverage, but he's reliable. He works hard. And he understands angles. He understands depth. You know what I mean? He may not be the most athletically gifted, but he's developed his instincts. And he has the experience. But Nakobe Dean comes in the NFL basically ready-made. A little undersized, just a little bit. But does it matter? Nakobe Dean or TJ Edwards? TJ Edwards, or Nakobe Dean rather, is a bullet train. He's a homing missile, a heat-seeking missile. Sideline to sideline, an athletic freak at the linebacker position. Instincts on a million. Instincts arguably the best at the linebacker position in the NFL draft. The steal of the draft. He has potential to be the biggest steal of the draft that we've seen maybe in the past 5 years. Nakobe Dean has traits you can't deny. Championship pedigree, championship mindset, championship work ethic, a leader, someone who's going to hold you accountable. Nakobe Dean or TJ Edwards? I need to know from you guys, and I need you to tell me why. Let's do some shout outs real quick. What's up to my man, Philly the podcast? My man is in the building. I appreciate you, my man. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him. He's killing it right now. Shout out to my man, Lindy Endzone. Really appreciate you, my brother, for being in the building. You know what I mean? Hey, Indy. Hey, Lindy. It's so funny you say that, right? I wasn't even talking about playing basketball. I was just saying, let's ball out. Let's attack. Let's attack the day. Let's ball. You know what I mean? Quasi the Great, what's going on, man? How you feeling, bro? BG31, my brother. How you feeling, man? I'll see you later on. 8 o'clock sharp. Rock the Artist, my guy. How you doing? Nina Austin, I hope all is well. Hope all is well with you and your mother as well. Mama Austin, hope she's doing well. Ryan Rowe, my brother. Rock the Artist. Hey, man, I try to just give y'all my passion, my energy. Ivan Mims, my man. He says, what up, Tone? Missed the live last night, but watched it this morning. You and Fresh had a good show. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Fresh is my man, bro. Like Fresh, one of the first guys to believe in me in this YouTube stuff. Like, Fresh really motivated me, man, for sure. Shout out to Philly Fresh. Make sure y'all go subscribe to him and like his videos and content as well. Real good dude, man. Real good dude, real humble. I love his energy. Ivan Mims says, somebody asked me yesterday, do I like everyone at work? I said, like is a strong word. I can like anyone, but I can respect everyone. I get what you mean by that. Respect go a long way with me. You ain't got to like me, but if you respect me, I could live with that. I could totally live with that. You dig what I'm saying? Rock the Artist. You know, I'm just trying to, give you guys my perspective. That's all. I'm not trying to be a teacher or a preacher or a leecher. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm just trying to give you guys my truth, my perspective, some of the things I believe in. And I just want to motivate you guys. I want you guys to know that besides this sports stuff, I want to give back to y'all. I want to give back love. I want to give back motivation, inspiration. I want to give back energy. If I could help you set the tone for y'all day, shout out to Eagles Company 1992. If I could help y'all set the tone for y'all afternoon, that's all I care about. If I could help you just take that leap of faith, that's all I care about. I'm with you on that, Philly. I'm only afraid of God. And alligators are pretty intense, I ain't gonna lie. My man Lucas Hallman, what's going on? He says, in school right now, I'm watching you because we're doing nothing in school due to the end of the year, but I'll be watching you whenever I get a chance. Hey, Lucas, if you don't mind me asking, like, what grade are you in? Are you a junior, a senior in high school, a sophomore? What are you, if you don't mind me asking? Lindy Enzo says, sports is also a connection and a separation, but if you're kind at heart, you appreciate the love it can create amongst your peers. That's why a lot of things revolve around teamwork. Exactly, my man. Exactly. Teamwork makes the dream work. There's no love like the one from above. Rome Dollar, my man. Hey, listen, Malcolm is a legend, man. I'm just trying to be me. Just trying to be me, man. Philly Pop, the OG, triple OG. I appreciate you for coming here, man. He says, what's up, Tone? Been a while since I checked in. Your motivational speech was fire. They could use a guy like you down in Texas. My deepest condolences to all that is my concern. Man, I can't imagine losing your baby. You dropped your baby off at school, and that was the last time you got to hug her, talk to her, talk to him. I can't imagine dropping your baby off and it's the last time you hear their voice. I can't imagine. I can't imagine dropping my baby off at school and it's the last time I heard their voice. I can't. Lucas Holman said Nakobe Dean. Okay. How come, Lucas? Why do you think Nakobe Dean? Why do you think Nakobe Dean? Just out of curiosity. Wells Duncan says first down Edwards and Dean, second and third down Dean and White. I like that. Joey Shakes, my brother, what's going on, man? How you feeling, my guy? We got to link up. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Joey Shakes 72. Killing it right now, man. But y'all probably knew that already. South Texas, what's going on, my man? Hope you're doing well, my guy. Hope all is well with you and the family. Hey, man, I'm just trying to give y'all my energy. That's all. Ivan Mills has got love for you too, bro. Hey, listen, man, big facts. I got love for all y'all. Seriously, listen, the sports stuff, we're gonna always talk our trash with that. That's all fun and games. But I got love for all y'all. I really do. I really want all of y'all to be successful at whatever you care about. I'm not just saying that. I mean it. I mean that. Whatever you do, whatever you care about, whatever you dedicate your time and effort to. If it's as simple as taking care of your mother if she's sick, if it's as extravagant as starting a business, whatever it is, I want you to win. I want you to be successful at it. I really believe that in my heart. There's too much opportunity out here. There's too much money out here for people to hate on the next man, hate on the next woman, hate on the next day. It's too much opportunity out here. It's enough to go around for everybody. South Texas says, sports let me escape from the ugly world we live in. It doesn't matter color, it doesn't matter what color you are, where you come from, but it matters what jersey you have on, and we are brothers at that point. Facts, man. Facts. Facts. I know we all go back and forth about our division rivalries, but at the end of the day, I want y'all to win as people first. I want y'all to win as people first. I want you guys to accomplish everything you want to accomplish. That's really my mantra. That's my mindset. I want you guys to not be so afraid to take a risk, a calculated risk, though. Take calculated risk. Take a calculated risk. South Texas says, I live about an hour away from Uvalde. I'll go to a river in that town for my son's B-Day. So it cut me to the core, hit way too close to home. Man, I can't even begin to imagine what that community is going through, what those families are going through. I can't begin to imagine. I don't have any children of my own, but I got baby cousins. I got little cousins and little younger family members. People I care about, people I love, friends with kids, and it breaks my heart to know that those people heard their babies for the last time. It breaks my heart. It's sad to me. Monroe Hatcher says, "What's good, Tone? Nakobe Dean, he's ready." Okay. If you guys are just hopping in, I asked you guys the question: TJ Edwards or Nakobe Dean? TJ Edwards or Nakobe Dean? And please tell me why. Ivan Mims says, "Bro, everyone will say Dean, even me. But should we say Edwards until the season start and Dean put his hands in the dirt?" You see, and that's where I'm at, right? I'm not saying Nakobe Dean can't win the starting spot because he's talented enough to do so, but I want to see Nakobe Dean play. I want to see him earn that spot. I want to see him outplay Edwards, so we can say without a shadow of a doubt we got the best players on the field. You dig what I'm saying? And you never know. You might see situations where Nakobe Dean and TJ Edwards are on the field at the same time. You dig what I'm saying? They may be on the field at the same time because they are the two best linebackers in the room, right? Outside of Hassan Reddick, who's going to be lined up on the edge and on the strong side. South Tech says TJ Edwards as of right now because he's proven, but Dean has more upside though. I think that's a very, very logical take, South Tech. That's very logical. That's very logical because TJ Edwards has proven that he can play in this NFL. He's proven that. But Nakobe Dean, can he elevate his game quickly to take over for TJ Edwards? Or, like I said, will TJ Edwards and Nakobe Dean be on the field at the same time? It's something to think about. It's something to discuss. Eagles for Life says, I feel like Nakobe Dean because he's already ready. And as soon as he starts the sooner he starts, the sooner he'll be able to get better. Okay, I can understand that. Just throw him in the fire, right? I can understand that. See, everyone is making good points. Everyone's making good points. And there's no wrong answer, really. You get what I mean? South Tech says, no slight to Dean, though. He just got to get the snaps because I had the same question as Parsons. Totally get it. You know what, South Tex, I got a question for you. South Tex, do you prefer Micah Parsons being being the brains on the defense, or do you? Okay, let me ask you this: do you prefer Micah Parsons being your middle linebacker, or do you prefer him being on the edge? Do you prefer him being that prototypical linebacker, that orchestrator? Do you prefer him having that green dot on his helmet, or do you prefer him coming off the edge and only focusing on pass rushing? Which do you prefer? I'm curious about that, South Tex, for Micah Parsons. What's your perfect scenario for Micah Parsons in Dallas? You know, the linebacker position has really gotten so much better in Philadelphia. And it's so interesting because the Philadelphia Eagles' history at linebacker is not the greatest. The greatest linebacker that we had in the past 22 years, you can make an argument, Jeremiah Trotter, TKO Spikes, you know what I'm saying? Michael Kendricks was pretty good. Didn't we have D'Amico Ryan at one point? Am I tripping? Didn't we have D'Amico Ryan at one point? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Philly Pop-Up says, let TJ continue to play while telling Dean what to look for when he's out there. Then watch the video together away from the game. So you want Dean to pretty much watch and learn from TJ first. Okay. South Tech says, me personally, I like him at the edge. He's more impactful. And I actually agree with you on that, South Tech. You know, Micah Parsons is way more potent as a defensive threat when you allow him to just go. You know what I mean? Ryan Rose says Nakobe Dean probably will be starting to get training working out and improving on the defense. Yeah, Nakobe Dean probably will. He's probably already getting prepared. You know, I think Nakobe Dean is more naturally gifted, more talented than TJ Edwards. But people forget TJ Edwards played for Wisconsin. You know, a winning college program. You know what I mean? He didn't get drafted, but he played. He was very, very impactful in college. Monroe Hatcher says Dean will be on a mission. He feels disrespected, and that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for Dean to have a chip on his shoulder. I want Dean to come after everything he's owed. You get what I'm saying? I want Dean to put the pressure on everybody. Philly Day says, hey, Philly Day, why you playing, man? I can't. Yo, hey, y'all, why Philly Day playing with my emotions right now? Nate Gary not even in the NFL anymore, I don't think. South Tech says, remember, he used to be green dot guy, but he was a rookie, and it was a little too much for the young boy. So Quinn let Curse be green dot guy. I do remember that. What's going on, Eagles Realists? How you doing, man? Hope all is well. Monroe Hatcher says Mike is an extra position since high school is edge. Word. I ain't gonna lie. Micah Parsons is a problem, man. He is a freak. Wills Duncan says TJ Edwards best run defender, Dean best blitzer and best coverage. There we go. I like that. I actually like that. TJ Edwards is great as a run defender. He is. He understands the gaps. He understands gap control. I do love TJ Edwards on run defense, but I do think Dean is a better blitzer. I think Dean is more explosive. He knows how to get skinny. He understands pass rush concepts. I think Dean is also better in pass coverage as well. I think Devin Lloyd was a little better, but I think Nakobe Dean showed that he's capable of drop back in coverage and also even playing man to man. I think he's shown that he's fast, man. He know how to sink those hips. He know how to get them feet going. Yeah. South Tech says Nate Gary and Singleton was the best linebacker duo in the league. Yo, why y'all playing with my emotions today, man? I don't get it. Why are y'all playing with my emotions today? Those were, and you know what, man? I actually like Alex Singleton. I like his approach to the game. I like how physical he is. I like how much heart he plays with, but he's not a starting linebacker at all. He's not a starting linebacker, unfortunately. Y'all playing with me today, man. Y'all playing with me today. Hey, let me ask y'all a general football question. What do you guys think is going to happen with what's my man name? What's my man name in San Francisco? What's the quarterback? Trey Lance. There we go. What do you guys think? Hey, South Tex, real quick. You and I both know just because you led your team in tackles, that don't mean you was doing the right thing. Sometimes you chasing guys because they behind you. Thanks, South Tex. I appreciate it. Singleton did get signed, though. You're right. But Duncan says the fact that Nakobe Dean dips and bends around each O-line position infatuates me. Yeah, bro. Like the way he does it is it's like art. It's like art, man. What's going on, Drew Johnson? I asked everybody who would they rather start, Nakobe Dean or TJ Edwards? That was my question. But also, what do you guys think is the future for Trey Lance? What's the future for Trey Lance? I've been thinking about this. Because don't you guys think if he was the man, if he had that job down pat, don't you think he would they wouldn't have no problem moving on from Jimmy Garoppolo? You feel what I'm saying? Like correct me if I'm wrong. I want to get y'all perspective. Don't y'all think if Trey Lance really was good, they would have put him in already? Or they would have traded Jimmy G? And look, Jimmy G, based off his career record, is a winner. And when he's not there, San Francisco, they're losers. That's the reality. I'm not saying he makes the team. I'm not saying he's the most talented quarterback. I'm not saying Jimmy G is a top 5 quarterback. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is when Jimmy G is there, they win. When Jimmy G is not, they don't. The records show that. But if Trey Lance was really the guy, if Kyle Shanahan and those guys really had that much faith in Trey Lance, don't you guys think he'd be on the field already? You dig what I'm saying? Ivan Mims says, let's not forget about Kaiser White from the Chargers. Edwards and Dean got to see him too, right? Hey, listen, I wouldn't be surprised if you see all 3 of them guys on the field at one time, and you see Hassan Reddick lined up on the edge as a stand-up rusher. South Tech says they are wasting Trey Lance in Niner land. Let him work. Duncan says if Trey Lance did what Hurts did, he would be praised. That's a fact. If Trey Lance was able to bring the 49ers to the playoffs, they'd be like, okay, we got one. And remember, you got to remember this too also. The San Francisco 49ers gave up a lot to get Trey Lance. They gave up a lot. South Tech says Lance was in a smaller school, so he was a big fish in a small pond, and now he isn't used to the better comp. That's an interesting take because I don't know, man. I've seen Trey Lance play a little bit. I've seen some good things. I've seen some bad things. You know what I mean? But I haven't seen enough to have a strong opinion about him. But it begs the question: why is San Fran so hesitant to pull the trigger on a Jimmy Garoppolo trade? Why are they so hesitant? Ivan Mim says, yeah, we did have D'Amico Ryans. We had him when we had TKO Spikes. Okay. Yo, have you guys ever listened to TKO Spikes podcast? It's really good. It's really good. If you guys ever get an opportunity, go check out TKO Spikes. Go check out his podcast. It's really, really good. Really good, man. I love TKO Spikes, man. When we had TKO Spikes, I was like, yo, I hope he stayed, but he didn't stay too long. I think TKO Spikes only played for like a season or two with us, I think. Philly Pop-Up says, no, you're not tripping, Tone. D'Amico Ryans was an Eagle. And that podcast with Simone was lit. Y'all got to hook up again ASAP. Yeah, man. Simone Stanley is, I rock with her. She cool as hell, man. Real down to earth. I respect her journey too. She put in work. South Texas, he was in a D2 school. Yeah, North Dakota State, right? You know, I think Carson Wentz kind of put, you know, first of all, Carson Wentz put on for North Dakota State for one. And then for two, now I think because of Carson Wentz, people are nervous about North Dakota State players, especially the quarterbacks. South Texas, maybe they can't find a trade partner. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there are a handful of teams that would trade for Jimmy G. I'm pretty sure. Now, what's the price tag? You know, because look, this is what San Fran's trying to do. They know they gave up so much to get Trey Lance. So when they trade Jimmy G, they want to try to get as much, or they want to try to recoup as much as they can. In the event Trey Lance is not the guy, they can move on. But if you ask me, man, I'm nervous about San Fran. I'm nervous about it. Why haven't they given the kid the keys? Hasn't he been sitting on the bench for 2 seasons, right? Let me fact check this. Let me fact check it. Okay, I lied. 2021 was his first season. This past season was his first season. Played in, how many games did he play in? How many games did he play in? Trey Lance played in 6 games, but he started 2 of them. Has a 1-1 record. Only completed 57% of his passes for 603 yards and 5 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. That completion percentage is what scares me. Only got sacked 4 times. That completion percentage is what scares me. Only 57% completion percentage? That's sketchy. Duncan says once you invest the second pick, you gotta just let the dominoes fall. Sanford. Exactly. They drafted him 2nd overall, right? They drafted him 1st round, 3rd overall. That's what it is. He was a top 5 pick. Top 5. South Texas, Jimmy G worth maybe a couple 3rds or 4ths. You know what? That's a very good topic. How much is Jimmy G worth? If Jimmy G was to get traded today, what would he be worth? Chris Kaufman says, did you hear about the Howie Carson blow up in the Seattle playoff game? Dancilio reported yesterday. Yeah, that's a rumor, right? Shout out to my man Dancilio. Shout out to Jacob Sports. You know, he made it clear that he's not breaking the story. He's not sure what to make of it. He's just sharing what was told to him. But he made it clear that he doesn't know what to make of it. He doesn't know if he believes it or not. He doesn't know. But he received information saying that's what happened. But again, he hasn't confirmed it yet. So we got to be careful with that. South Texas says, but Jimmy G ain't bad. Hell, they beat both our teams last year. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not the biggest Jimmy G fan, but shoot, he beat us. He beat us. Philly fan D, what's going on? He says Jimmy G came to the East only proven winner. Hurts has the upside. Already know what Wentz and Dak brings. You know, like, let me ask y'all this question. Okay, Chris Kaufman says Jimmy G will be worth a second. South Texas has no more than a third, to be honest. I see him like a Kirk Cousins or a Tannehill. All right, let me ask y'all this now. Who would you rather have as your starting quarterback? Jimmy G, Kirk Cousins, or Ryan Tannehill? Matter of fact, this is what I want y'all to do in the chat. This is what I want y'all to do. I want you guys to rank Jimmy G. I want you guys to rank Kirk Cousins, and I want you to rank damn, I forgot his name that fast. Tannehill. I want y'all to rank those three quarterbacks: Kirk Cousins, Tannehill, and Jimmy G. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Who's number one? Who's number two? Who's number three? Rank those three quarterbacks for me right now. I need to see where y'all head at. Philly Fan D says Jimmy G, Tannehill, Cousins. Okay. Philly Day 3 says, I think Jimmy G would take this team to the Super Bowl. Really? Wow. That's high praise, man. Duncan says, only question I had about that was why tweet that Carson Wentz drama on the same platform that Howie Roseman joins the show. That's the interesting part, right? Granted, Howie Roseman was on Sports Take. He wasn't on the National Football Show. The Eagles PR people have reached out to Dan Silly. They reached out to Dan Silly on the past. You know what I mean? So it's two different it's the same network, two different platforms on the network, right? So that's okay. Don't worry, that's okay. Philly Fan D says Jimmy G, Tannehill, Cousins. Okay. All right. South Tech says you got to be honest, though. That Niners defense, and they got the same weapons on offense. Yeah, man. That Niners defense is crazy. All right. Eagles Realist says Jimmy G, Tannehill, Cousins. Okay, so that's two people with the same order. Okay. South Tech says Jimmy G, Tannehill, Cousins. Okay. All right. So it seems like y'all starting to it seems like y'all all pretty much feel the same way. Jimmy G, Tannehill, Cousins, Duncan. Okay. Okay, here we go. We got something different. Kaufman Jr. says Jimmy G, Kirk, Tannehill. Okay. All right. So you guys are pretty much all on the same accord with this. You guys are pretty much on the same accord. Now let me take it a step further. Jimmy G, Dak Prescott, or Ryan Tannehill. Jimmy G, Dak Prescott, Ryan Tannehill. I'm curious about what y'all think about that one. Rank those guys for me. Jimmy G, Dak, Tannehill. Where do you rank those guys 1 through 3? Because if you ask me, I might have to go Jimmy, Dak, Tannehill. South Tex, I'm not trying to mess with you, bro. I'm not trying to mess with you. I swear I'm not. I promise you I'm not trying to mess with you. I promise you, man. I'm behaving today. I promise you. Philly Fan says Jimmy G, Dak, Tannehill. Love how Jimmy utilizes his strengths. I like that. But is it fair to say that Jimmy G is... Can Jimmy G be a choker? Is it fair to call Jimmy G a choker? South Tech says Dak, Jimmy G, Tannehill. Wills Duncan says, can you ask this question? What star would you most compare Dean to? Ooh, that's a very, very, very good question, Duncan. I like that. You guys, what linebacker, what star would you mostly compare Nakobe Dean to? Chris Kaufman says Dak for the regular season, Jimmy G in the playoffs. Okay. Philly fan D says no, Jimmy G wins in the playoffs. Duncan says Jimmy, Dak, Tannehill. Jimmy way better in the playoffs. I think Jimmy is a playoff quarterback for sure. I mean, he didn't do well against the Rams, but they came close to winning. He just fumbled. He just threw an interception at the end, or fumbled rather, or was it a 3-and-out? I can't remember. But Birdman 951 says Jimmy G, Dak Prescott, Tannehill. Okay, but another question: what star would you guys mostly compare to Nakobe Dean? Who does Nakobe Dean remind you of? Who does Nakobe Dean remind you of? South Tech says just because Jimmy G won in the playoffs doesn't mean he's better. Look at the overall game. Debo torched the Cowboys, and Jimmy G did the least. I mean, I get it. Jimmy G is the ultimate game manager, right? Jimmy G, I would consider Jimmy G to be a game manager. Doesn't have the strongest arm. You know, he's pretty accurate, but I wouldn't consider him elite. Jimmy G is a game manager. Duncan says Devin White is my comparison. Chris Kaufman Jr. says Trotter, I hope. Birdman 951 says don't watch too much college, so I can't say. No, but I mean like linebackers in the league, guys that have played the game before. You know what I mean? Who does Nakobe Dean remind you of? That's all I'm asking. Because Nakobe Dean is what, like 5'10", 5'11"? Nakobe Dean is, let's find out real quick. Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean is 5'11", 229 pounds, right? So who would you guys compare him to? I heard somebody say Devin Bush for the Steelers. I heard somebody say that. For me personally, like I think he can. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, man. Can Nakobe Dean be as good as Bobby Wagner? I know Bobby Wagner got him by an inch and got him by a few pounds, but can Nakobe Dean have a career like a Bobby Wagner? Remember, Bobby Wagner, he's not the tallest. He do got more weight on him, 242 pounds. Whereas on Nakobe Dean only weigh about 230. So Bush got some size on him as far as like weight and maybe muscle. But Nakobe Dean is built. He's compact. He's solid. You know, and Bobby Wagner obviously got older. He grew. He grew into his body. Nakobe Dean probably still growing from a physical standpoint. You know what I mean? Birdman 951 says Trent Cole. Well, Trent Cole was an edge rusher. Trent Cole was a defensive end. So I don't really compare Nakobe Dean to Trent Cole. Philly Day 3 says Luke Kuechly. Huh. Interesting. Now, the reason I say I don't know is because Luke Kuechly was 6'3", but he weighed 235. So Luke Kuechly had some height on him. Had some height on him. Hey, let me ask you guys this before we get out of here. Is Luke Kuechly a Hall of Famer? Is Luke Kuechly a Hall of Famer? What's going on, Eagle Slayer? Would you guys consider Luke Kuechly to be a Hall of Famer? All right, so Philly Day 3 says yes. Birdman 951 says no. Philly Fan D says not enough years. Okay. All right. Now, y'all say not enough years, right? He played what? He played 8 seasons. He played 8 seasons in the NFL. Right? Hear me out on this, y'all. He played 8 seasons in the NFL. And I'm gonna tell you why I think he is a Hall of Famer. I'm gonna tell you why I think he is. Luke Kuechly, here's his resume. Remember, hear me out on this. He played 8 seasons. Remember this, 8 seasons. In 8 seasons, here's his resume. Hey, look, real quick, just to put it in perspective, let me put it in perspective for you guys, right? Real quick. I know a lot of you guys talk about his injuries, right? So, hear me out on this. He played 8 seasons. In 8 seasons, at 16 games, okay, so hear me out on this, you guys. I'm going to tell you why I think he's a Hall of Famer. And I know you guys are going to talk about his injuries, right? But hear me out on this. He played 8 seasons in the NFL, right? And in 8 seasons with 16 games per season, that's a total of 128 games, right? So out of 128 games, Luke Kuechly played in 118 games. In his 8-year career in the NFL, he only missed 10 games. In his 8-year career, he only missed 10 games. If you play 8 years in the NFL, that's a total of 128 games. He played in 118 of a possible 128 games. So he wasn't as hurt as you guys may think. His first 3 seasons in the NFL, played every game. His last 2 seasons in the NFL, played every game. In 2017, he played 15 out of 16 games. His most injured seasons was the 2015 and the 2016 season because of his concussions. But hear me out on this. Hear me out. Let me tell you why I think you're wrong, Philly Fan D. You said you saw a big drop-off after 5 years. I disagree. Let me tell you why. Because in 2018, he had a career high in tackles for loss. He had 20 tackles for loss in the season. Think about that. 20 tackles for loss in the season in 2018. What drop-off, Philly fan? What drop-off? But look, let me get into his resume, right? Let me get into his resume. Hear me out. Let me tell you why he's a Hall of Famer and why the amount of years he played don't matter. He played 8 years in the NFL. In 8 seasons in the NFL, he was a Defensive Player of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, 5-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time second-team All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time NFL tackles leader. He was a part of the NFL 2010s All-Decade team. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. And then even outside of that, also he was a 3-time Dick Butkus Award winner, All-Rookie team, won the Art Rooney Award. You feel what I'm saying? Luke Kuechly was drafted in 2012, round 1, pick 9. Round 1, pick 9. I think he lived up to his draft stock. I think he lived up to his draft stock. Keep smashing that like button, y'all. I appreciate we got 20 people in here. Keep hitting that like button. Somebody ain't hit it. So is that a Hall of Fame resume? I'll say it again. He in his 8-year career, he was Defensive Player of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, 5-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time second-team All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowler, led the league in tackles 2 times in his career, was a part of the NFL 2010 All-Decade Team, a 3-time Dick Butkus Award winner, was a part of the All-Rookie Team, recorded over 1,000 tackles in his career, 18 interceptions, 67 pass deflections, 7 forced fumbles, 9 fumble recoveries, 3 defensive touchdowns, 12.5 sacks. That's a Hall of Fame resume to me, especially when you think about the All-Pros. At worst, he's second ballot, right? I think Luke Kuechly is a Hall of Famer. I think he's a Hall of Famer, if you ask me. But you guys, I'm going to let you guys think about that. I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate y'all so much, man. You guys, South Tech says Luke was great during his tenure, but man, got to see a chip in there. Bro, a lot of Hall of Famers don't got Super Bowl rings, bro. We know that already. A lot of Hall of Famers don't got Super Bowl rings. A lot of Hall of Famers do not have Super Bowl rings. It's not easy to get a Super Bowl ring. Not everyone is blessed to be on a Super Bowl winning roster. You get what I'm saying? Like a Super Bowl shouldn't make or break you getting in the Hall of Fame. You dig what I'm saying? I don't think so. It's what you brought to the game, what you contributed to the game, your resume. A 5-time All-Pro, he was a 7-time All-Pro in 8 years. 5-time first team, 2-time second team. You dig what I'm saying? But Chris Kaufman, perfect example. Brian Dawkins didn't have a Super Bowl. But I'll leave it at that, you guys. I really appreciate y'all being here. You guys have really been spectacular. Make sure you guys continue to smash that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the content if you're new. Make sure you guys share the content as well. I'm grateful. I got a live stream later on at 8 p.m. Make sure you guys lock in on that as well. On top of that, you guys, make sure you love each other. Make sure you spread love unconditionally. Don't spread negativity. Spread positivity. Be the best version of yourself. And that's the best you can ask for. I'm your humble host, Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. Also, not going to be able to go live tomorrow, you guys. I'm sorry. No live stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys on Monday. One love, stay humble, stay healthy, and most importantly,